You are not a bad Muslim, brother. And let me explain to you. I know the position you're in where you keep going back to it, okay? And you are doing tawbah every time. You're doing tawbah, you're doing the same sin, you're doing your prayers, but still you end up wondering, like, genuinely, am I a good believer? And while it's understandable, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. But also, allow me to explain to you what is actually happening, okay? Because being a good Muslim means being open and being proactive to searching a solution. So, only doing tawbah is not gonna give you the solution, obviously. Okay, you also need to undertake action to fix this. Now, are you completely hopeless? Are you out of control? Obviously not. Okay, if you were out of control, would this really be a test for you? Do you have nothing you can do to stop doing this? And actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acknowledges that you're not a bad Muslim, that you're not necessarily bad for doing a sin. Because in the Quran, in Surah Yusuf, verse 53, the following is said, "And I do not seek to free myself from blame, for indeed the soul is ever inclined to evil, except those shown mercy by my Lord. Surely my Lord is all forgiving, most merciful." And it basically means that your soul constantly drags you towards desire, towards what kind of feels good in a moment. So it's understandable that you're making these wrong decisions. And it doesn't mean you're a bad Muslim, okay? In Islamic perspective as well. So when you keep going back, it doesn't mean that you're a bad Muslim, but it does mean that your nafs simply misses the right direction. So when you keep going back to this, it doesn't mean that you're a bad Muslim, but it means that your nafs is exactly doing what a nafs does when there's no direction. And the problem was never in your faith. The actual problem is that you don't know how to handle your nafs. You don't know how to effectively stop watching this stuff. So instead of fighting your nafs, I have a solution for you and advice that is gonna help you out so much, very effectively, and literally for the long term, you're gonna be free of this issue as well as the short term, okay? It's like the ideal solution. And what this solution is, first of all, you need to understand this core principle. You are free to choose, and you choose what you believe has most benefits. What do I mean by benefits? I mean, if you think that energy drink tastes really good, that it gives you energy and it makes you work better, you will be willing to buy energy drink. Although it's not really a good choice, maybe. Maybe it doesn't give you any, increase in energy. Maybe it makes you depleted of energy, but still it's about the benefits that you think energy drink has, for example. And in this case, with pornography, it's exactly the same. So your nafs drags you into watching it, you would say, right? But in reality, the nafs doesn't exactly work like that. In reality, the reason you're inclined to watch pornography is because you still believe it has benefits, okay? And you still see subconsciously and also consciously value in pornography. And that's, my brother, why you keep going back to it. Even though you might be a very good Muslim, it feels hard to quit. And that's the reason why. And that's the thing you need to tackle efficiently to get rid of this. And now you're asking, why do I feel bad when I'm doing something that, I just told you that you like or you want to do? And that's because, first of all, we do not really acknowledge this. So we're just saying, no, I didn't want to do that. And then not acknowledging the fact that we chose for it. But also, it's logical that you feel bad about it because you went against the rules of Allah Ta'ala. So it makes sense, but it doesn't mean that you were doing it on force or like you're addicted or something. So what happened? I want you to think back to the previous relapse you had, if you had a relapse, and think about at that moment before doing the action you were thinking, and you had this point where you subconsciously believed, okay, I'm gonna do it because I want it for these conscious but also subconscious reasons. And those reasons are really the cause of your porn addiction. So like why you keep going back to porn, because it's not an addiction, it's a choice, and you choose for it because of those benefits, the way you perceive it. So just like the guy with the energy drink, you can critically assess yourself, critically think about this. Okay, you know what? I'm not addicted to it, but I keep buying energy drink. Is it really something that I want? Is it really giving me increased energy? is it really that nice? Obviously, you can like the taste, but you can also wonder, is it really the taste that I like, or is it simply the fact that there's a lot of sugar in it? And does like a mixture of sugar really make me feel good? Like drinking it, does it really make me satisfied? So the way you perceive the energy drink, for example, the way you think about it, also changes the thirst for it. So if you think about water and you think it's very good for you, healthy, it gives your body power, obviously you will want to choose for it more. And now going back to pornography, it's exactly the same when you come with the right mindsets and you identify exactly what the wrong beliefs are that you hold about pornography and what still attracts you about pornography. And then if you effectively critically assess those and find the right answer to them, you will never want to go back. Like, you will not even think about it anymore. And I promise this to you, like, it's so crazy because it feels like a miracle, and it is a miracle, you could say. But with the right guidance, you can quit this issue like in 2 days. In 2 days, you can go to never watching it anymore. And I've seen that actually with people that I coached, that only after 2 sessions, they went completely free. And I mean not even thinking about it anymore, while they were relapsing every day. So if you're interested in that, I want to tell you heart from heart, like, there's hope, but you need to take action. So be the good Muslim you are, take the step and book a free call with me if you want to discover how we can get you out of this together, inshallah. So please click on the link below so we can have a free call together and I can see if I can help you. And from there, we can work together to get you out of this issue permanently, inshallah. Thank you for watching, guys. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.